Hello folks, this is Tom Martin. This is my lottery strategy game, Decoding the Powerball. I'm picking my numbers for the drawing on September 2nd, 2017. I have 7 strategies with my game Decoding the Powerball. So strategy number 1, the game card color code. Okay, so if you've never seen my videos before, what you're looking at is what I call the game card. This represents all 69 white ball numbers of the Powerball lottery. I really don't have anything for the Powerball itself. My goal is to hit all 5 white numbers and win the $2 million prize with the power play option. Okay, so basically how this works is when the lottery goes off, I put the winning numbers right here. So I'll go to the Powerball homepage, and the winning numbers were 19, 28, 43, 67, and 69. Okay, so you can see I have them written here. 19, 28, 43, 67, 69. Okay, and you can see that they're colored red, orange, red, purple, green. Okay, so how I got these colors is when I put the winning numbers down, I transfer these last 3 numbers over to the game card as red numbers. Okay, and then I transfer the orange, green, blue, and purple. So I have 5 different colors, one for each of the 5 winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so for this drawing, I have 14 red numbers, 15 orange, 17 green, 14 blue, and 9 purple. Okay, so over here to the right, there's been 158 color code drawings. Okay, and out of that 158, 85 have been 3 color combination. 60 have been a 4 color combination. 11 have been a 2 color combination, and twice have all 5 colors come up, okay, and never have just 1 color come up. Okay, so since hardly ever do all 5 colors come up, the strategy is try to guess which one of these colors won't be coming up and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so for this drawing, I usually pick a color to eliminate, but it's too hard for me to pick, so I'm going to pass on this one. And I'm going to move on to the next strategy. Strategy number 2, the individual numbers. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call the individual numbers. Okay, so basically how things work is up at the very top is the master for all the numbers. Okay, over to the far right here, this is the winning numbers that came up. Again, it was 19, 28, 43, 67, 69. Okay, so as you follow this line over, you can see that the 69, as I come down, you can see that I marked it green because the 69 was green, okay? And that's because of the color code. All right, so this 4 right here means that it hit 4 groups, okay? 4 out of 7 groups. So I'm going to reduce this down so you can see the whole thing. Okay, so there's 7 groups here. And again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers. So 2 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. So the strategy is try to guess which one of these groups won't have the winning Powerball number to it and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so for this drawing, I'm going to guess that no teen numbers will be coming up. And the reason why is because the teen numbers have hit in the last 5 drawings. And I just don't think that it's going to see 6, okay? So what I like to do is see what happens every 5 drawings. So within this blue square here is 5 drawings worth, okay? So you can see in this last 5, the teen numbers have hit a lot here, 5 actually, okay? And before that it was 4, 1, 4, so I just think that the teen numbers are all done here. So again, I'm going to eliminate these numbers off of the game card. Okay, so here I am at the game card. You can see that I eliminated the teen numbers. Okay, it starts from 10 and ends with 19. Okay, so when I block out a number like this, this means that I'm not even going to consider this number when I pick what I think are the 5 winning numbers. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. And I'm off to the next strategy. Strategy number 3, the 50-50 picks. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call the 50-50 picks. Okay, so again, there's 5 white winning Powerball numbers. All right, so there's going to be a majority of either odd numbers or even numbers. So I like to keep track of that. Okay, so far there's been 199 total drawings since October 7th, 2015. That's when the Powerball went from 59 numbers to 69 numbers. Okay, so basically how this works is out of 199 drawings, 98 drawings have been a majority of odd numbers. 101 have been the majority of even numbers. Okay, so again, I like to keep track of every 5 drawings so I can see what the majority is for the drawings itself. Okay, so for this last 5, the majority was odd numbers. Okay, then evens, odds, evens, then a bunch of odds, then a bunch of evens here. So I'm gonna predict that that this one is gonna have the majority of odd numbers. Okay, so when I pick my numbers, when I think are the winning numbers, I'm gonna make sure that there's gonna be at least 3 odd numbers to it. Okay, so more odd numbers than even numbers. Okay, so also I'm going to predict that there's going to be more numbers to the high side than the low side. Okay, the red area is the high and blue is low, so I think at least 3 numbers will come up in this red area. And then I have left and right. Okay, and I'm going to predict that more numbers will come to the left side than the right side. And the last one is this red and blue. And I'm going to predict that there's going to be more to the blue area than the red area. Okay, and this is the only thing I do have for the Powerball itself. Okay, in this column, blue means that it's a low number. Okay, so for the Powerball, there's 26 numbers for the Powerball numbers. Okay, so 1 to 13 is low. Red is high, 14 to 26. And in this column, red is odds and blue is even. So I'll just bring this up so you can see what's happened for the last drawings here. And try to guess what it's going to be. If you think it's going to be blue again, or if you think it's going to be red. Okay, blue would mean that it's low, odd number. Okay. Okay, so I'm at the game card, and I wrote down what I thought would happen. Okay, so again, I think there's going to be more odd numbers than even numbers. I think there'll be more to the high side than the low side. I think there'll be more to the left side than the right side. And I think there'll be more to the blue area than this red area. Okay, so I think at least 2 numbers will end up in this square right here. Okay, so it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 4, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 1. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call my group 1 numbers. Okay, so I divided the numbers into 4 different groups and I put colors to them. Okay, and now I keep track of where the Powerball lands, where those 5 winning white balls land. Okay, so I'll go back to the Powerball homepage. The last 5 winning numbers were 19, 28, 43, 67, and 69. Okay, so you can see that there was 3 in the red area. Okay, the 19, the 67, and the 28 are all here in the red. Okay, and then there was 1 in the orange area. Okay, that was the 43. And there was 1 in the green area, and that's the 69. Okay, so there were no numbers that hit in this blue area, so there's a 0 here. Okay, so the strategy is right now is try to guess where this 0 is going to be. Okay, so I have 15 of these option cards here. Okay, and each option card has 4 options to it. Okay, red, blue, orange, or green. So it's a total of 60 options. Okay, so at the very minimum, there's going to be at least 7 zeros throughout all 15 of these option cards. Okay, so for the last drawing, there was actually 17 zeros. Okay, so I keep track of it right here. So there's 4 in the red area, 2 in the blue, 4 in the orange, and 7 in the green. Okay, so the reason why I marked this blue is because I want to see when there's a third of all 15 option cards where there's going to be a 0 to it. Okay, so if there's 4 or less zeros per color, I color it red, like this. Okay, and if there's 5 or more zeros per like this green color, I color it blue. Okay, so it stands out, and it helps me try to predict where these blue areas are going to be. Okay, so I think this green is going to have another blue area. So I think that there's going to be at least 5, possibly 6 or even 7 zeros throughout all the green areas, like this, or like this one right here. Okay, all these green areas. I think that at least a third of these option cards will have a 0 to it in the green section here. So the one that I'm going to go with for this one is this number 9 right here, this green section. Okay, so I think there's going to be a 0 here. So I'm going to eliminate all these green numbers off of the game card. Okay, so I eliminated all those green numbers off of that option card number 9. Okay, so now I'm going to eliminate the red section in option card number 2 right here. Okay, and the reason why is because you can see that a lot of these rows have 3 zeros in a row here. Okay, here's 3 over here, here's 3 over here. Okay, this red section has never had 3 zeros in a row. Okay, so I'm just going to predict that this is its chance to have 3 in a row, so I'm going to take it. Okay, and I hope that none of these numbers hit. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate all these red numbers off of the game card. Okay, so I have one more in group 1, and that is option card 12, the blue area. And it's right here. Okay, and the reason why is because it's hit 25 times in a row here. Okay, so one of these blue numbers have come up 25 in 25 drawings in a row. Okay, so the record for all 15 of these option cards is 27 in a row. Okay, so this is up to 25. I just don't think it's going to see 26. So I'm going to eliminate these blue numbers off of the game card. Okay, so that's all I'm going to eliminate from group 1. Okay, so it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 5, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 2. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call my group 2 numbers. Okay, so much like group 1 where I divided that into 4 different groups, this is divided into 8 different groups. Okay, so again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers. So 3 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so the strategy is try to guess which one of these groups won't have the winning Powerball number to it and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so how this works is I'm going to point out this red area here. Okay, so I keep track of the stats down here. Okay, every 5 drawings. Okay, so you can see the 0 here. That means that none of the 5 white winning Powerballs landed in this red area. And of course you can see the 2, and of course that means that 2 of the 5 white winning Powerball numbers landed in this red area. Okay, so again, I like to keep track of every 5 drawings. So if there's 3 or more zeros, then I color this blue for cold. If there's 3 more hits, I color it red for hot. Okay, so as I go down through history, you can see that there's a lot of red here. Okay, so when there's a lot of red, well, eventually it's going to turn blue. Okay, so it's down here. This is definitely going to be blue, but I don't know whether it's going to be 3 zeros or 4 zeros to it. Okay, so the one next door, this blue area, you can see that there's 2 hits and 2 misses. So now I'm going to try to guess, what do I color it? Do I color it blue or do I color it red? Okay, so I'm thinking that it might be red. All right. The one that I'm going to go with is this gray number 1 right here. Okay, so I know that there's already been 3 hits, so I just think that there's going to be 2 misses to it. Okay, so I'm just going to mark this. Okay, saying that I think it's going to be a miss. So I'm going to eliminate these gray numbers off of the game card. So here's the game card. So I'm going to eliminate the 7, the 23, the 47, and the 55. So hopefully those numbers won't come up. Okay, so I'm going to go back. And I'm mostly going to focus on the gray numbers here. Okay, because I think that gray as a whole is going to miss. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, so this is the Group 2 overview. Okay, so I have 15 option cards for my Group 2 numbers, and I'll show you those real quick. Okay, so there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so these all look the same as far as red, blue, orange, green, purple, brown, gray, yellow. It's just that the numbers that it represents are all mixed up from each other. Okay, so again, right here, I'll point out the red area. Okay, so this last drawing, out of the 15 option cards, there was 8 of them that got hits, and there was 7 of them that had zeros to it. Okay, misses. All right, so the big loser over here was brown. It only had 2 hits and 13 misses, and that's the same with yellow. So for this drawing, I think that there's going to be a lot of hits in this yellow area, and I think there's going to be a lot of misses in this gray area. That's why I'm concentrating on the gray area. Okay, so the next gray numbers I'm going to eliminate is from option card number 3. Okay, so it's the 6 down to the 30 and the 35 to the 59. So I'm going to eliminate the 22, the 30, the 35, 43, and 59. Okay, so the next one is option card number 8. Okay, so we'll see what those numbers look like. It's the 3, 10, 67, 26, all the way down. Okay, so I'll eliminate those. And then next is option card number 10. This gray area. So it's a 17, 28 in all 4 squares. So I'll eliminate those. Okay, then the next one is option card 12. And this one has hit 5, 9, 10, 11, 12 consecutive drawings. There's been a gray number out of here that's landed in 12 drawings. So I'm going to eliminate these. Hopefully it's run its course. And there's nothing there. Okay, so the next one is option card 13 and 14. So 13 is the 5 to the 66 and the 33 to the 66. So when I eliminate the 66, I'm eliminating the 8 as well, because it's just all part of a group, and there's nothing there. Okay, so last one I'm going to eliminate is the 66, 24, 12, 28, which are already all gone. And then the 41, 57, and the 37, 69. And those are all gone. Okay, so I eliminated all the numbers I'm going to eliminate. So now it's time for the next strategy. Strategy number 6, picking the numbers I hope will hit from groups 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm back at group 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the group 2 overview. Okay, so for this drawing, I think that there's going to be a lot of hits in the orange area, and I think there's going to be a lot of hits in the yellow area. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down what's left on the game card in this orange area and yellow area for all 15 option cards. Okay, so I'll start off with this one, option card 1, and I'll see what's left in this 3 to 59, if there's anything. And there is, it's the 27. So I'll write down orange 27, and over here yellow, and there's nothing over there in the yellow right now. Okay, so off to option card number 2. The orange is 17 to the 24, and yellow is 57 to the 64. So the only number here is 20. Okay, and there's nothing there for the yellow as of yet. Okay, so the third option card is the orange is 2 to the 26 and the 39 to the 63. And there's nothing there, so I'm going to put a 0. And for the yellow, it's the 7 to the 31 and the 36 to the 60. So I got the 44 and the 52. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest on my own just to save on the video here. Okay, so I'll show you the results when I'm done. Okay, so I wrote down all the numbers that were left on the game card for all 15 option cards in the orange and yellow sections. Okay, so now it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 7, picking my numbers. Okay, so the numbers I'm going with for this drawing is I'm going with 20, 27, 44, 52, and 54. Okay, so that will give me a 3-color combination, which comes up more than half the time. So I got orange, purple, green, purple, and green. Okay, so I got two 50 numbers. Okay, and the reason why I'm picking these 50 numbers is because there's been no hits in these last 5 drawings here in the 50s, so I think that at least 2 of them will come up here. Okay, so I know I wanted more odds than evens, but that's not going to happen because there's only one odd number here out of all of these. Okay, and so I'm going to hope that there's going to be more numbers to the high side, which there will be with the 44, 52, and 54. And more numbers to the left side with the 20, 27, 44, and 52. Okay, and more numbers to the blue side won't happen because there's only 2 in the blue side right now. Okay, so again, I'm going with 20, 27, 44, 52, and 54. Okay, and with that combination, that will give me 9 hits and 6 misses in the orange area. And it will give me 9 hits and 6 misses in the yellow area. Okay, so that's what I was looking for here. Okay, so hopefully it'll be 9 and 6 over here and a 9 and 6 right here. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so that's it for my numbers. So I'm always looking for people to play my game. So instead of charging a fee to play, I like to charge a commission for using my system. 1% if you get all 5 white balls correct. You can read the fine print, and if you're interested, you can email me at trm6776@gmail.com. All right, folks, I appreciate you watching, and best of luck with your picks. And again, the numbers I'm going with is 20, 27, 44, 52, and 54.